guys, this is Solar Prepper's Guide to Sushi. And you're thinking to yourself, why is this prepper? Well, I've got a couple of interesting points here. I found some interesting products. There's a fillet of trout that expires here in 2022. I think it should be pretty good. It looks relatively natural. I'm sure there's better things. There's also kipper snacks. Those don't expire for a long time. Rice, white, short grain, white, sticky rice. I actually could not find an expiration date on this. If someone wants to chime in on the expiration of short grain white rice, please do let me know. I know it lasts for quite a while. So there's some other things, you know, you have your soy sauce, you have your crispy onions. Instead of using these, I have some crab meat that I need to cook, so I'm going to do that. It's already pre-cooked actually. Crispy onions, I mentioned that. And then you have your unagi sauce and spicy mayo. And this is going to make the constituents of what I love. I pick it up at a local grocery store. I know it sounds stupid for sushi, but it's something that if the power goes out for a couple days, you're just gonna have some nice comfort food. So what I found for my particular application, the way that I like to get it at the grocery store, is it's 1 cup of rice, and that's just kind of the perfect amount for here. And then of course, everybody on YouTube always says to rinse rice. I don't know why that is. I guess it gets rid of the starches or whatever, but I find that rinsing rice, whatever. Do it or not. If you're in a grid down situation, just use straight water. And I also got to add, it is 2:14 in the afternoon, and so I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, and well, let's get started. First thing we'll do is we'll take our short grain white rice and put it in GoSun Go, which I love this little unit. It's great. It is one of those things that for me, I can throw in my car. It's just smaller and easier to use. Obviously, you're not going to have a whole lot of food quantity, but you know, whatever. For this application, this is how this is gonna work. So let's go ahead and just give you a quick look at the GoSun Go. I'm trying to do all this single-handedly. I like to describe this as kind of like a purse. And there I go, spilling water all over the place. That's gonna happen. Just be prepared for it. So let's go ahead and slide that in and take it outside. Alright, so I got a nice little sunny spot here. We'll just kind of set it like that. There are some other things that I could do, but whatever, I'm not going to do it right now. That's good enough. Consideration here is that we're dealing with some clouds, so we may end up getting some spottiness, maybe not, we'll see. It's something to consider with the time frame though. Also, I should add, you're going to want to add water a lot, so I actually spilled quite a bit, so I'm going to add some more. So I actually make this dish about 3 or 4 times a week. So what you're going to want is, if you're doing sushi in general, so this is a good sushi demonstration, solar cooking or not, I like to have a placemat. It just keeps things cleaner. This is actually a made for oven. And then you're going to want to have one of these rolling mats. So you don't have to use the saran wrap, but I find, and I think a lot of other people find, is that it keeps things cleaner. Now the other thing that I forgot to mention is seaweed. Good luck trying to find organic. I'm a little bit of a stickler, but we got a seaweed sheet here, and I use saran wrap to keep keep the freshness in. So one of the things that you'll notice about the seaweed is, if I can get it out of there, is that you have a rough side. You can see the striations there, and then you have a smooth side. So when we're putting the rice on this, we're going to want to put the rice on the rough side on the outside. Is that this is going to be a little bit too much, so I'm going to just cut this in half, and that'll make it the perfect supermarket style sushi that I so enjoy, without having to, I can control the ingredients, and I get real crab meat instead of imitation crab meat, and I can do it for cheaper. Now these also make good snacks, so you can go ahead and a little bit older, but another thing I should mention is that the expiration date isn't until 2020 on this, so it's another product that you can just have and let it sit and not have to worry about it. You're gonna use it, right? So just why not have a back stock? Hey guys, if you want to support me, go ahead and download the Brave browser. It's private, invented by the guy who created JavaScript, so you know it's good. And they'll give you 5 basic attention tokens, and then you can just donate them to my YouTube channel. So thanks, and let's get back to some cooking. Yes, I'm back. So another couple critical components of this roll that really makes it similar to what I enjoy is these crispy onions. Ooh, that's quite a bit. Okay, good enough though. These are a little too rough, so I like to kind of mash them up a little bit, make them a little more granular. I don't gotta get super crazy with it, but we'll just kind of make it a little more easy to sprinkle on top of the sushi. It also really just gives it a nice texture. And then the other thing that really is gonna make basically crab salad. So people talk about quote unquote crab salad. As far as I can ascertain, it's just crab meat and spicy mayo. So we'll go ahead and take this and mix it up. Okay, it's been 48 minutes. I think we've probably been pretty good on the sun. This is totally done. I might have let it go too long, possibly. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to, first of all, we want to close this up. Make it nice and neat. And then what we want to do is we want to take our short grain white rice, and we essentially want to put it down in clumps. Now, a lot of people, a lot of chefs will show you that they basically pull this rice from a pile, essentially, and then, because it's really sticky, what they do is they use water on their fingers, I think probably to keep it from sticking to their fingers. So we'll just kind of experiment with this a little bit. Yep, that seems to make a difference, using the little water bowl here. And so what we'll do now is we will homogenize this rice so it's even across the whole. It's really hot. Let's just see how hot it is real quick. Not that it matters. Yeah, well, whatever. But just out of curiosity. I would expect it to be hotter, but whatever. 209. It's perfect rice, in my opinion. Perfect app for this application. So let's spread it out. Oh, it's hot. Oh, okay. Alright, now that we have a nice even surface, and again we went on the serrated side of the sushi, let's go ahead and take our crab meat, put it in here. Now we could add cream cheese, but let's just keep it simple. Let's keep it stupid simple. Alright, I'm gonna rinse my fingers off here. I could do this in the sink, but I'm just gonna do it right now. Alright, and now all we want to do is take our sushi roll and gently fold it over, and then very carefully, with lots of mindfulness, roll it into the perfect roll. Well, bam. Now, to complete the sushi roll, we'll on a nice presentation plate, and let's go ahead and take some of our crispy onions. These aren't really going to stick that well. Alright, okay. Yep, and then we'll take some more. There's probably a better way to do this. I'm kind of an amateur sushi maker, to be honest. And then we'll take our unagi sauce, and we'll just kind of do the fancy drizzle thing. Right? You've seen that before. Okay. And let's take some more of these and just try and put them on top. Because honestly, the more crispy onions, the better, in my opinion. And see how all those are sticking? Alright, now for the final phase, we will go ahead and cut this. And I have kind of a sharp knife. Now, some people will use, they'll actually use the saran wrap to hold it into place. I don't like that because I don't like plastic in general. But also, as you can see, I'm kind of getting a little wonky here. But this is very, very close to being restaurant quality, except for that piece. Disregard that piece. So if we were to do this in a presentation, you know, we would kind of just go like that. And again, if you're in a grid down situation, how nice is that going to look? How wonderful is that going to taste? And there's the final presentation, like I like to do here with my food.